Hello guys, and welcome to today's vlog. It's super far into quarantine. My battery is dying when I want to vlog. I love that. But I'm gonna just show you what I'm doing right now. I'm getting ready for the day. Little Maisie Ray is sitting by mama looking at, I bought this Hello Animals. It's like a black and white book, which is really good for newborns on Amazon. I will link it. Black and white's really good for their like eye development. And she's sitting here. I'm trying to get her to grab on to stuff, but she's not quite there. She'll be 7 weeks, or she's 7 weeks today. But she's like trying to hit it, but she's not quite getting it yet. But she's just sitting here squirming, watching mom, looking at her book. And then Nick is outside mowing. He just weed whacked and now he's mowing. And then later we're gonna run some errands. Obviously we're still in quarantine, but I'm going like kind of insane, so I need to get out of the house. We went for a ride yesterday, or the day before yesterday, and it was good for me. So I ordered some stuff to pick up from Michael's to like do a little project, so I'm really looking forward to that. And it was like super cheap, and they're doing curbside pickup, so I don't actually have to go into the store. Are you over it? Nick's working on the yard right now. Oh, he mowed earlier. Now he put down fertilizer, or did you put down seed? Put down fertilizer later. He put down seed, and now he's putting topsoil down, and then he'll put down fertilizer later. So it's a nice day, so he thought he'd work in the yard, and Maisie's making funny noises. It looks like you're making like crop circles. Good morning. Hi. Hi. Good morning. You're so cute. Say, hi, mamas. Yeah. Cutie girl. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We are watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and I put Maisie here when I'm making breakfast. I just usually make oatmeal. Oatmeal is good for like breast milk production, so I like oatmeal, but I'm kind of getting tired of it, but I eat it every morning. And then I set her there so that she's like entertained, because she'll want me if she doesn't have something to keep her busy. Here's a cat. I just heat up my oatmeal. It's like the instant kind, and then I put butter in it, which Nick thinks that's weird, but it makes it good. And then I sit down with her, drink a water, eat oatmeal, and then usually I feed her while I'm eating too. She's been sleeping a lot better than before. She sleeps like 5-hour stretches, sometimes up to 7 hours. It just depends on the night. And yeah, she's doing really well. So obviously when she sleeps that much, it's painful for me. You know, breastfeeding mamas, you know. But it's nice to get some extra sleep. And I try to wake her up and dream feed her once through the night, because I don't want her to go the whole night without eating. And then when she's awake, I feed her again. And then once at breakfast, Maisie gets her medicine in the morning after I wake up, so I just gave her medicine. She's been doing really well with it. It's oral medicine, so I think it's like kind of thick, so I don't like giving it to her because I feel like she like chokes on it a little bit, but she has to have it twice a day. Yeah, well, I'm going to eat my oatmeal sit with my baby, let my dogs out and in, and yeah, enjoy a morning. Okay, I got done eating and Maisie had a big old blowout up her front, up her back, all over her sleep sack. Thankfully she was in a sleep sack and she wasn't just like laying in her, she was in her bouncer, and it would have gone all over that, and that would have just been a whole thing. But I cleaned it all up, washed her down good, and I put her in a new outfit today. She's wearing, I got this from Old Navy. I will put it in my like to know it on my Instagram. But yeah, it's a little sleep and play, and I like it because it has the little mittens, because she still scratches her face, and it's closed, and it makes her look like a little flower. It's so cute. The only thing is it zips from the top, so it's like, I don't know if I like, these aren't like my favorite because it's like a little tough up here, but it's from Old Navy, and this is a 0 to 3 month, and she fits into it, surprisingly. She's fitting into 3 to 6. So I also use the nose Frida every morning. I pretty much have to use it because she is stuffy, and it is this thing, and you suck the snot out of their nose. If you're not a parent, or you're a parent who's never heard of this, this is a lifesaver. When your baby's stuffed up and they can't breathe out their nose and they're fussy, like, you're up, like, you don't care. You're gonna suck the snot out of your baby's nose, and there's no way for like the snot to get up to you, so it's not that gross. But she doesn't like it. She gets kind of fussy. But I'm gonna wait for her to calm down a little bit and then take the bouncer and her upstairs and take a shower. Nick is at work just for a little bit longer, so I might actually wait for him to get home and then go shower. But yeah, we've had a good morning, even though she had that blowout. It's no big deal. It's no big deal, huh, Bubba? Yeah, this is how we are most of the day. I'll show you guys, I think I've shown you like in every vlog what we do for like activities. And then I don't really know what we have planned today. Probably not a lot, still in quarantine, but we're starting to like be more comfortable going out for walks and like going for car rides, because I wasn't comfortable doing that at first. Actually, I had my postpartum appointment yesterday. It was like a 9-minute appointment over the phone, where they just like, I don't know, I'm kind of upset that all this is going on, because I feel like postpartum stuff, like, it'd be really nice to go in and them just like check everything and be super thorough, but over the phone it's basically them just asking if I'm depressed, and I'm not, and I'm very aware that I'm not, but I do have some postpartum anxiety. I had anxiety before I got pregnant, but I think adding on what's going on in the world, and then also just worrying about her, especially with all the things that she's been through, they did prescribe me some anxiety medicine. I don't know if I'm gonna take it because yeah, I just don't know with breastfeeding and all that. She said it was safe for breastfeeding, but I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to say that because not everything is like picture perfect like it is on Instagram. Everybody's not always looking the best. I look like this most of the time. What was that? What was that? But yeah, so hopefully I'm able to shower soon. Hopefully Nick comes home soon and I can shower. We'll see. Come on. Get the heck out of here. Okay, I successfully got the sleeping baby up to the bathroom. I put her in the bouncer in here when Nick's not home, so I can shower. So I leave the door open so it doesn't get too hot, don't worry. But yeah, cross your fingers that I can take a good bath. Or I'm taking a shower, not a bath. Alright guys, it is several days later from the last time I filmed. We've had so much going on and I have so much to update you guys on. I'm just going to hopefully sit you here and tell you everything while I'm doing the dishes. Baby girl's just sitting over there. I can see her. And I put something on the TV for her to watch. It's Monsters Inc. I thought she'd like the colors and stuff. Don't mom shame me, but it's hard to get stuff done. Anyways, Maisie got her shots on Friday. It's her 2-month shots, which is like pretty normal. Nothing like different. It was actually, she was about 7 weeks when she got her shots. And she's not quite 2 months yet. She'll be 2 months in like a couple days. It was also kind of like a checkup, so I did have a list on my phone. I just keep notes in my phone of things I want to bring up to doctors, just like questions I have as a new mom. It's kind of hard to know like what's normal. So I had a list on my phone of things I wanted to bring up, and one of the things was, sorry I'm talking fast, I'm afraid she's gonna start crying. One of the things was that I noticed on her Owlette, sometimes when she was eating, that her heart rate would get like super fast. And it was just a little bit concerning. So her heart rate would get up to like almost like 190. I've seen it at 190. It stays in high 180s when she's eating, which was like, didn't sound normal to me. And from what I was reading online. So I brought it up to the doctors, and after she got her shots, which was like kind of traumatic for me anyways, because I don't want to hear my baby crying. And she cried obviously, and I cried too, but the nurse practitioner came in and he said that like he was a little bit concerned because it just sounded a little bit abnormal to have such a high heart rate while she was eating, and he listened to her and he was like, okay, we're gonna go do a chest x-ray and an EKG. And I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but I have a normally really fast heart rate anyways. My heart rate is 90 plus just resting. So I've had all of these things done too. I've had chest x-rays, EKGs, Holter monitors, all that kind of stuff. But when they do chest x-rays for babies, they like put them in this tube with their arms up, and it was like traumatizing for her, and she was screaming and I was like crying really hard. And because of the coronavirus right now, only one parent can go in, so it was just me. And yeah, and they didn't know what was going on because I didn't have signal. It was awful. But so she got the chest x-ray and then we went and got an EKG. And they basically told me that they probably thought they were going to transfer her to Centennial, which is the hospital that she was at when she was born, when she went to the NICU. And already I'm like, oh my God, not again. Like, and then right now it's like, again, the coronavirus, like one parent can only be there. And I was just like, hi. But obviously I want to make sure she's okay. But what ended up, they scheduled her an appointment for Monday. So this was Friday. Her appointment was on Monday to get her heart checked out. They told me that she was going to be getting an echo, which is a heart ultrasound, and a Holter monitor, which is a monitor that you wear at home, and it just like monitors your normal heart rate with your normal activity. So, oh shit. I wasn't like too happy about that, but like if they got to do it to make sure, I was fine with it. We went on Monday. Nick got to go with me, thankfully. He got to go inside, and they did the echo, and the doctor basically said that this is all normal. Like, babies that are born bigger sometimes have higher heart rates, and I shouldn't be concerned. Her heart's completely healthy, so it's really good to know that she's healthy. And oh, what I forgot to mention, like a big thing. So after her shots on Friday, she spiked a fever. It was like 101-ish. And a fever for like a baby that small is like considered 100.4 and above. You need to take them to the ER. So we took her to the ER. And I'm gonna have to sit down to tell you guys this because it's kind of a long story. And I'm probably gonna be complaining a little bit, but also like explaining a lot. So I'm going to sit down and explain this. So we took her in for a fever, and obviously with the coronavirus going on right now, like the ER is kind of the last place we want to be, but we wanted to make sure that she was okay. And I know fevers are normal after shots, but especially with babies that have a history of seizures, a fever can bring on a seizure. So Nick and I were pretty concerned. And the doctors also told us if she spikes a fever to take her to the ER. Once we got to the ER, they basically told me like the worst possible thing they could tell me, which is, so they were gonna take her blood, they were gonna put a catheter, get urine, they were gonna do a lumbar puncture, which is basically a spinal tap. They were going to do a chest x-ray, and they were gonna transfer her to either Vanderbilt or Centennial Hospital in Nashville because a fever in a baby under 2 months is like really serious. What ended up happening was that we got to go home and monitor her, and she did have a fever from Friday night till about Monday. Yeah, so yeah, her fever broke, and then she's feeling like completely fine. It's Wednesday and I think she's like back to normal. I just have such high anxiety involving her health now because of what she's been through that is hard for me. And I did talk on my Instagram about just like I've been having really intense anxiety. That's something I've been dealing with. I've talked to my doctor about it, but it's just something that I am trying to work through. And yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on that. She's doing good. She's nursing right now, so I can't show you, but yeah, she slept last night for 8-hour stretch, and then I fed her and she slept again for like 2.5 hours. And really, honestly, when I woke her up, like I don't think she was like fully ready to wake up, so she could have slept longer, which was cool. She's going through a leap, so I think that's why she's so sleepy and a little fussy. But yeah, being a mom is really hard sometimes. Not hard in a bad way, like I honestly would not trade this for anything, but I never used to understand when mom said that they wouldn't trade it for anything, but I honestly wouldn't. And it's just hard sometimes. It's overwhelming. Like you just don't know if you're doing the right thing, and you're just learning. So yeah, Nick had to go back to work, so he's back, and it's me and the baby, and I'm learning how to do this all the whole day thing, but it's fine. Yeah, I think that's all I had to say.